Yeah, I would say it's a piece that it makes me connect with the other ones. It makes me feel really attached to them, even though we are being really focusing what we need to do. And this makes me feel really recharged, and to have this empower of just going to the extremes, and to go beyond what you expect in that moment, and to live the momentum, the present moment. It makes me feel like I just want to be there, and I don't think about anything else.
When I felt like I was getting out of energy, I realized that I was really looking for my colleagues to get the energy. I was like, okay, this is also how I work. I need to feed my energy with them, from them, in able to keep on going. And then when I found that, she was like, no, I want to have your own journey. And I was like, okay. But now I do have the, I do have them in my mind.
It's been quite fun. I've been surprised at moments of how quickly your body can change a decision, or that you feel like your full momentum is going somewhere and then you just decide, no, not there, and like this sort of quickness of the amounts of decision being made within a short period of time has been quite fun to play with, and has been also, that surprised me as well sometimes of this sort of constant renewing of ideas that has to happen. And of course you fall into habits, because it will always happen. But I've till now been quite happy that I do feel enough sort of versatility within every decision that I make.
Everyone has a completely different task, because I mean, of course, we are individuals and we are completely different one from another, right?
Yeah.
And we dance really different, with different qualities, expressions, rhythms, and so myself, for example, in the very beginning, I had this task of being really explosive, but in a way really content. So it was a bit, I was a bit struggling, because I was like, okay, it needs to be big, like explosive to the max, but also a bit contained. So I was a bit okay, and I kept on playing, and then.
For me, it had to do a lot with this reverse task.
Yeah.
Partly because I think I also felt that it freed me up a lot in sort of this set ways that I was improvising, and then just suddenly to think of like, how would it be if I reverse everything, like somehow a whole other world opened up.
I see it as like if you're on a trampoline, like bouncing, and then how you can do it reverse. So instead of like ding, you go like ding. So I had it with the movements that you go like, different accents that I was not, I would have never thought to go in that place. And like little groovy directions with the body that I would never have thought of.
You tend to not get stuck into the same movement quality, so you always kind of challenge yourself in a way, no? Unconsciously you're doing it because it's what we want in a way, or what I want, no? To go farther and farther of my limits, of my borders. So then is when you just start, maybe if I do that or that, so you just do it in the moment. And you just explore different paths. And sometimes when you don't overthink, because that's also another thing of dancers, that we tend to overthink things too much sometimes. So when you just clear up your mind and you just let yourself go, you can go super like into really extreme situations, and sometimes you really, I mean, I found myself in here also that I really surprised myself.
I know that I'm very flowy, so she saw it and she's like, ah, I like that, keep it. And now I want you to play with it. And so she pushed me to go further than what I normally am, like where I normally would stop.
So in a way I really, really enjoy it. I really do when choreographers or any dancer know that is directing you, then when they come to you and they start to just dig and dig, you know, until they find the, like the, as Marie said also, the golden nugget.
Yeah.
That it makes it, you feel, no, like, okay, I'm fulfilled.
Yeah.
And I feel it, and you feel it too, so.
Vi på Skånes Dansteater vill nu höra din röst. Vill du dela din upplevelse av föreställningen Remind Me I'm Not Dead och därmed bidra till dansforskning och dansarkiv? Läs mer om projektet och anmäl ditt intresse på Skånes Dansteaters hemsida. Eller hör av dig till mig, Celine, som arbetar med projektet BEVARA RÖRELSE.